There is a load of soil and stones out there.
Yes, I know, dear. It's called the garden.
I mean that someone has tipped rocks and stones over my fence, a whole pile of it. Can't be Trevor, unless he's trying to escape from Vera and tunneling his way out.
Well, perhaps it was done by a mole.
Why would a mole tip stuff over my fence?
Oh, never mind. Listen, there's a teacher here from the school up the road. Apparently they're doing a project. They want to know if we'll cooperate.
School project the family. What do they want us to do, start another one?
At your age?
I could start a family if I wanted to. I'm still procreative.
Still what?
I could if I wanted to.
Oh, could you?
Yeah.
Where?
Anywhere, anytime, anybody.
Anybody?
Anybody seen my glasses?
Oh. Now, look, about this project.
Yep.
Apparently, they've managed to acquire a video camera, and they want to film some scenes here on typical family life, children.
Well, this isn't a typical family with children. You've got to be over 18 to live here, in this hotbed of intrigue, adult violence, and...
Hanky-panky?
I don't think we've got time before dinner, Beryl.
Miss Harrington from the school is in there.
Oh, I'll ask her if she fancies a drop of sherry.
Oh, now, look, about this project. It is for the school. Now, I think perhaps we ought to help them.
I have already helped them, Beryl. I've provided them with 4 pupils. Tell them to find someone else.
Arthur?
No, Beryl. Under no circumstances, no.
Oh.
Trevor, 32 seconds. New record, eh?
Well, we have a new dog, a golden retriever.
Oloroso.
No, Rover. Got a marvellous nose. One little whiff of this sherry on the evening breeze, and he practically helps me on with me jacket.
Oh.
The trouble is, he's got no taste.
Oh, hello, Raymond. How many in the book today? 5? 10? 15? 20?
No. Just called writer's cramp, Mum.
Arthur?
Sherry, Beryl.
Oh, thank you. Oh, is it,
Albanian.
No, it's not Albanian. We've agreed that's rubbish. This is something new, something special.
Where from?
Bulgaria.
it's nice. Now, Arthur, you must come and talk to the teacher.
From the local school.
Well, she wants a word with you.
Well, you better go, Arthur, or it'll be detention.
Well, one whiff of this sherry on my breath should see her off.
Well, if it sees her off as far as Bulgaria, tell her to return this.
Here's my husband, Miss Harrington. He was in the garden, procreating.
Hello.
Hello. Oh, I didn't realize you were... You were here.
How do you do?
How do you do?
I've met your wife, of course, and your grown-up children, but not you. I've never had the pleasure.
What a pity. I mean, what a pity we haven't met before. Oh, sit down, Miss... it is Miss, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah. You see, in our school days, teachers... Do you remember Miss Grimwade, Beryl? She was our headmaster.
Don't you mean headmistress?
You never met Miss Grimwade.
Miss Harrington wanted to explain something, Arthur. She's a senior mistress at the school.
Wish I'd had a mistress like you. I mean, as a matter of fact, I meant mattress. School mattress. Mistress. Do carry on, please.
Mr. Crabtree, I can hardly believe that you're the father of 4 big adult children. I mean, you...
Don't look old enough. No, it's embarrassing at times.
I mean, both of you. You must have been married very young.
Yes, he was a child bridegroom.
Yes, at the wedding, I was underage.
Well, at the reception, you were under the table.
Underage. Didn't the vicar notice?
I lied about my height.
Yes, well, I'm sure Mrs. Crabtree's told you about our project. We've acquired a video camera and a video machine, and we want to put them to good use. It's a project on the family. And as your family is rather unusual.
Yes, well, they're very talented, got lots of ability. They follow me.
When you were at school, it took you 3 years to get a tick.
My wife has a marvellous sense of humour.
I meant that your children are grown up. They're adults, but they haven't left home.
Oh, they've left quite often, but they're always coming back again.
This project concentrates on families where the offspring remain at home with the parents. And why? It isn't normal in nature.
I told you, Beryl, it's unnatural. You shouldn't encourage them.
Oh, it's happening quite a great deal nowadays. Young people often do it for economic reasons.
Yes, so do muggers.
It's an interesting project, and we need someone with intelligence and understanding to help us with it.
Yes, well, you've obviously come to the right person. Who'll be handling the project?
I will be, personally.
Oh, well, in that case, Miss...
Oh, do call me Diane, please.
Diane. Yes, well, I think I could possibly refuse. Not if you're handling it personally. Diane, what do you think, Beryl?
Well, it is for the school, and it might be interesting. And, well, I've never been filmed before.
Oh, well, that makes all the difference, doesn't it? If my wife wants to be a film star, and given the popularity of other top family sagas like Dynasty and Dallas, well, why not?
Well, thank you, J.R.
You see, I see this family as a sort of English version of the Waltons,
Hi, Dad.
with an odd character from the Munsters.
Ranged. They're in there. Oh, and he's the one with the moustache.
Who the hell are you?
Wayne. Oliver.
Well, wait an Oliver. This is an invasion of... We should never have agreed to this, Beryl. It's the bathroom. You can't come in here. Beryl!
Arthur!
Oh, there you are. Oliver?
Wayne.
Wayne? Shouldn't you be doing cowboy films? Yes. Ah, all set up in the kitchen. Are you good? I thought Miss Harrington was handling this project.
She's only the producer. I'm the director.
Yes, well, I'm starring in it, Wayne, and I intend to start in the kitchen, so you can scrap all that footage you took in the bedroom, all right?
I hope you're not going to keep interfering with my artistic integrity.
Not if you behave yourself and don't make a nuisance of yourself, no. Now then, the first scene, breakfast with the family. Just keep your eye on me, all right?
Look, I was put in charge here. I may be fairly new at this, but it's important I go for realism in certain areas.
But not upstairs areas, Wayne. Downstairs only. And as you are fairly new, it's a good idea to get in on the ground floor. You home from college for the weekend, then?
Yeah.
And you heard that we're making a film, hmm?
Yeah, I heard something about it.
Yes. Well, the first big scene is kitchen, breakfast with the family. And act naturally, just act naturally, and tell everyone to ignore the camera.
Yeah, what camera?
Tell him. And tell him if he doesn't do as he's told, I'll find someone much more suitable to play my son-in-law.
Yeah, well, what's that?
Shut your quiet. Action! Hello, good morning. No one here yet. Well, well, well. Where is my wife, Beryl? A little late getting up, I dare say. It happens quite often. But I never complain. Are we rolling?
No, because you're acting. Look, just ignore us. We were doing a fly-on-the-wall technique, and you just came in and swatted it.
I'm sorry. I'll go out and I'll come in again. All right?
Fine.
You all ready?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes, this is take two. All right? Just act naturally, okay? Action! Oh, what a beautiful morning. Oh, what a beautiful...
Good morning, Dad.
Good morning, Nigel.
Good morning, Dad.
Good morning, Raymond.
Good morning, Dad.
Good morning, Lorraine. Well, that's all the good mornings.
Good morning, Lorraine. Good morning, Raymond. Good morning, Nigel. Good
morning.
Good morning, Dad.
Good morning, Tracy.
Mummy has informed me that breakfast is in the oven, so shall I serve it now?
Good idea.
Please do. Yes.
Goody.
Golly, I'm starving.
I'm famished.
I'm Raymond.
Mother is a little late.
She is getting ready.
Ah,
It is Saturday today. She is going shopping.
going shopping. Well,
Yes.
Yes, she is going shopping today.
Saturday is her shopping day.
no.
Yes.
At the shops every Saturday.
She's going shopping then. Yes. Pass the salt, please. Thank you, Nigel. Home for the weekend, then?
Yes, I'm home from medical school where I'm a medical student.
And I'm Raymond. I'm a traffic warden. But besides that, they treat me as one of the family. I've been here now for 18 months.
All right. Cut. Hey, cut. You're all behaving unnaturally. You're all giving some sort of ridiculous performance. Look, it isn't always like this at breakfast, is it? It's usually a mad scramble. You're all acting like a vicar's tea party.
Well, you were giving a very reverend performance.
Yes, and why you sit in that chair? You normally sit in that one.
It's because he thinks it's his best side. I've heard him say so before. He's putting his best profile to the camera.
Such a load of clever dicks, aren't you? Well, let me... We stop filming? Yes, right. Out of the chair. Come on. And act naturally, particularly you. There's always one, isn't there? There's always one trying to make an impression. Just a little film, right, for the school. We don't want anyone trying to win an Oscar.
Good morning, Arthur. Good morning, children. Oh, you have obtained your breakfasts. Oh, jolly good. Actually, I did get up very early to cook it all. I will not be joining you because I am weight watching to retain my figure. I feel that it is important when one is approaching very early middle age.
Beryl.
What?
The camera's not on, love.
Camera? What camera?
Come on, out. Let's start again. Come on. Let's go from the top again. We are going to go from the top again and try and get it right this time, all right? You been digging in the garden?
I have.
One of your dogs lost a bone again?
I have been putting a fish pond in.
A fish pond? What for?
Fish. Vera's idea. She feels a deep affinity with fish. Mind you, they do have a lot in common.
If I were to ask you if you'd been tipping rubbish over my fence, what would your reaction be?
Oh, I know.
I only asked, Trevor.
Talking of rubbish, you sure this isn't liquid fertilizer?
Do you mind? This is the very best Spanish type Mexican chili. It's molto crapio.
It certainly is.
Thank you, Wayne. We're ready to show you the film now.
Oh, right. Oh, good. My husband should be here any minute. He's working late.
Yes, so is me. Where have you been?
Down the pub. Oh, I'm sorry, you weren't waiting for us, were you? I had to go down the Dog and Duck Barrel, pick up Trevor.
What were you doing there?
When to get picked up?
Hello, Diane.
Miss Harrington is ready to show us the film, Arthur.
Oh, good.
This should be a laugh.
Yes, it is rather. You see, there's always a problem with this sort of thing. In order to get you really used to the camera so that you behave quite normally, it could take weeks.
Well, I don't think any of us behaved abnormally. Do you think we did?
I don't see how anyone can tell the difference. Nobody around here behaves normally anyway. And some behave more abnormal than others.
Yes. Well, thank you, Vera. I think we'd all like to see it anyway, Diane.
Yes.
All right.
Diane.
Hello, my darling. How are you today? Have you had a good day today? Well, I've been slaving away at the office the whole day today.
Oh, yes, thank you, Arthur, darling. I did an enormous amount of hard but very necessary toil.
Yes,
But it gave me satisfaction.
I'm so happy for you. Where are the children? Where is Nigel and Tracy and Lorraine and Little Ring? No. I had their dinner ready.
Which I have cooked. Cordon bleu.
Her cooking isn't usually cordon bleu. It is usually cordoned off.
Oh, that was really lousy.
I didn't even know the camera was on, actually.
I'm sorry, but the rest of the film is even worse.
Oh, yes? And what about my tap dancing?
It's on the cutting room floor, Mrs. Harrington.
Why?
Well, you're not family, and we thought you were a bit...
Awful.
Oliver, please. I'm sorry, but the film is even worse, all of you. And I don't think your joke about the parson's nose helped very much.
Raymond?
I'm sorry, but the film is just not usable. Just all too theatrical. It may be all right for Nigel to ham it up like mad, but then he is at drama school.
I'm at medical school.
I'm sorry.
Should we put the candid stuff on, Mrs. Harrington?
What candid stuff?
Yes, Wayne and Oliver realised that you were all just a teeny-weeny bit over the top. Self-conscious when the camera was on, so they just...
So we took lots of film when you didn't know it. Some real good candid stuff. Real fly-on-the-wall stuff.
What sort of stuff?
Oh, it's a lot more natural, but we still can't use it.
But, Diane, you can't use it when it's unnatural. Now you can't use it when it's natural.
Yeah. All right.
You just don't seem to realise it, Raymond. You let me do it accidentally. But you're always taking the mickey out of me, right in front of everybody.
It's a bit of a blow, Dad. I mean, I thought I'd met the girl of my dreams. It just isn't fair.
Mind you, if I ever met the girl of my dreams, what would I do with your mother?
Get her, Brittany. She isn't a...
Get away.
Yeah.
Well, there'll be plenty more. I've had a lot of women like that, you know. Yeah,
It isn't fair, though, is it?
no. Still, there'll be plenty more fish in the sea. I mean, you don't want to end up like me, do you? Swimming around with the same old halibut for years. Thank you, Wayne.
Thank you, Arthur. But the next time you want something, I shan't be here. I shall probably be next door swimming around with my own kind in Vera's new fish pond.
Very welcome, Belle.
Yes.
Disgust.
Raymond?
Yeah, well, it's just a good job you got a sense of humour, isn't it, Freckle?
I must have, or I'd never have married you.
Yeah, we lost the sound on the next bit.
Oh, Beryl.
Oh, who's that? What? Wow.
And who was that, Beryl?
It was the insurance man. You were at work.
Quite obviously. What was he doing round the back?
Round the back of what? Oh, well, I was making him a cup of coffee in the kitchen.
Well, then what happened?
Well, he tried to talk me into it.
Tried to talk you into what, Beryl?
Taking out an insurance policy.
Against me coming home unexpectedly, by the look of it.
Don't be ridiculous.
No. When he's finished, he comes round to me.
What for?
I've got something going with him.
Oh, yes?
Yes, your life insurance for 50,000, which includes accidental death.
It wasn't like that. I mean, we couldn't possibly... We couldn't... Wayne and Oliver were there.
That's what stopped you, is it? Hold it. Freeze. Freeze frame. Freeze frame.
It's me.
It's Trevor tipping rubbish over my fence.
Well, you were building a rockery, and as I was digging out the fish pond...
It was you.
I asked him to.
You asked him to. You can't tip rubbish over my fence.
Look, this is only going to cause a lot of trouble. I think the best thing we can do is forget the whole project.
Miss. I think the problem is that we're not performers, you see. I mean, you point the camera at something, it all becomes false.
Not on Dolly Parton, it don't.
What's going to happen to this film?
Oh, you want the film?
Well, it's not that important,
It'll
no.
cost £10 to replace it.
I'll pay it.
Done.
Now, the film is cancelled. Oh. It's your fault, Vera. You shouldn't have done that tap dance.
Well, it went well at rehearsals.
Well, that's show business.
Thank you, dear.
Yes. That was a delicious dinner, darling.
Oh, I'm glad you enjoyed it.
Yes, it's an exciting combination, that ham and salad. Strawberries, darling, thank you.
There's no need to carry on like that, you know. The camera isn't here.
Well, I liked it a lot better when it was. Yes, all that politeness and consideration for each other. I suddenly realised that I have a charming family.
Oh, coffee ready then?
For the most part.
Hi, Dad. Thanks very much for changing the wheel on my car, Dad. That was very kind and thoughtful of you. And, Mum, that was a delicious salad. I appreciated it in my heart and in my stomach.
Yes, you don't need to go over the top. There's no need for acting now.
I wasn't acting, Dad. No, and I preferred it when the camera was here. Yeah, you were all nice and kind. I mean, yeah, you even patted me on my back. I mean, you didn't even react when you caught me using your razor, no. I wish it was always like that, you know, polite, cultivated, better class. I felt more at home.
Raymond!
Oh, I'm coming out in the rain. Strawberries and cream for dessert. Hey, Dad. Yeah. Hey, coming up, love.
You asked Trevor to tip that stuff over my fence?
Yes. Well, he dug up some stones and I was going to build a rockery.
Why didn't you tell me?
Well, because if I had told you, you'd have taken it over. And I wanted to do it by myself.
Yes, why shouldn't she? Women are free to do what they want.
Are they?
Oh, it's no use talking to him about women's lib.
No, I've got nothing against women's lib, as long as it doesn't affect you and your mother.
Anything on the telly?
Oh, haven't you seen enough rubbish having watched the Crabtree Chronicles?
No, there's only that situation comedy, you know, the one about the family. Quite unbelievable. Father behaves like a pompous idiot.
That sounds familiar.
Look out, the Bottings are on the rampage.
Oh, ladies and gentlemen, Vera B. DeMille.
Yes, my old silly camera, and it's full of film.
Go away, Vera.
Like that, action. Now, what I want to portray is a family at home. Just a typical, you're there, Nigel, Lorraine, you go with Raymond. Typical happy family scene. They're all trying to look lovingly at Arthur. Right, I'm rolling, go. No, this is no good. What we want a bit of action.
Action? Oh, well then.
Oh.